Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School Taif virtual class for class second year students subject computer science, and today is our 38th lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmad. In the previous lecture, we were discussing short question number 4, which is what is the usage of break and continue statements. Over here, we have discussed the break statement. The purpose of break statement is used to exit the control from the block in which it appears. We have already done the example of break statement. After that, continue statement. Continue statement is used to skip the remaining statements within the body of loop and continue loop for the next iteration until the test condition is met. General form, in the general form only we have write the word continue. For this purpose, to understand this better, we have done the simple example, and in the example we skip the digit number 4 between 0 to 8. Today's our topic is what is the purpose of exit function. The exit function is used to terminate a C++ program before its normal termination. Like whenever you start the program and after completing you quit the function, quit the program, so exit, we can also use the word or the function exit for this purpose. The exit function is used to terminate a C++ program before its normal termination and exit to the operating system. It means that it will close the IDE. This function will close your IDE when it will be executed. It requires standard library, header file stdlib.h, standard lib, stdlib.h. It means that standard library dot header. The function, the preprocessor directive for using the exit function is std. How can I will use this library hash include stdlib.h in my program if I will be use the exit function. The following is a general form of exit function. Over here, reserve word exit, and within the parents you will give the 0 or 1. Any value you can assign. So this one is known as the exit function. Next question, question number 6. What is a nested loop? Give one example. Before the nested loop, we have already done this question in looping structure in long question whenever we were discuss the loop. To understand the nested loop, it is better to understand what is loop. So a loop, what is a loop? Before describing nested loop, the definition of loop is a loop is used to execute a single statement or group of statements again and again until condition becomes satisfied. A loop is used to execute a single statement or group of statements again and again until condition becomes satisfied. For this purpose, we use three kinds of loop: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Now, what is the purpose of nested? What is the purpose of nested loop? A loop within loop. For example, a loop is already executing, and the execution of one loop, another loop as a part of the statement of outer loop, then this one is called the nested loop. So a loop is said to be nested when a loop, that loop, inner loop, is execute under the execution of another outer loop. So there will be two loops. We can use two loops, three loops, four loops, up to so on. One is compound loop, another one is nested loop. Compound loop means when a loop is not part of the outer loop, then this one is called the compound loop. But the nested loop means when a loop is executed under the execution of another loop, then this one is called the nested loop. I will tell you how we will use the nested loop in our program. We will take the example. We will understand this one better. The programmer can nest a for loop inside a while loop. Watch here. We can use for loop within while loop, or we can also use while loop inside the for loop, or we can also use do while loop inside while loop, or we can also use do while loop inside for loop. So each and every loop can be nested within another loop. So there will be a do while loop. Loops can be mixed in any ways as required in the program. The best example of nested loops is, if you remember, we have made already digital watch. Digital watch in class 10, when you were class 10, and in the C language we have already prepared. Example of nested loop is digital watch is the best example of nested loop. For example, how can I say that digital watch is the example of nested loop? Why there are three kinds of loops we are using in the digital watch. Outermost loop. Outermost loop is hour loop. Then the inner loop is minute loop. Then the inner inside the mid loop, there is another loop which is second loop. Keep in mind, for to understand this one better, in the nested loop, of value for one value of outer loop, keep in mind, for one value of outer loop, inner loop will be execute completely. For the one value of outer loop, inner loop will be execute completely. I will show you in the program. Note, for the one execution of outer loop, inner loop execute completely. Example, hash include iostream.h, hash include connew.h, void main. We have, there are two loops we are using. So I will show you over here. Int, there are two variables I use. One is I, another one is j. So this loop, for j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to 3, j plus plus. This one is called the outer loop. And watch here, this outer loop start from here. Outer loop start from here, opening of outer loop. Now this loop is the part of the outer loop. This loop is as a statement, as I told you. We can take any statement. Now this whole structure is under the execution of outer loop. Okay. For I is equal to 2, there is a outer loop is j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to 3, j plus plus. Now inner loop start, I is equal to 2, I is less than or equal to 4, and I plus plus, see out. The value of first we display the value of little. First we display the value of j. Now watch here, j is equal to 1. J is less than or equal to, it means that 1 is less than 3, condition is 2. Okay, control will be over here. Now I will be initialized, I is equal to 2. 2 is less than 4, both conditions are true. So the value of j is 1 equal, this is the message, and value of I is equal to 2. So first time when the both loop will be executed, its output should be like this. 1 is equal to 2. Now inner loop is not completed. it will increase the value of I. Value of I will be 3. So 3 is less than 4. Condition is true. The value of j still remains 1. I told you for the execution of, for one value of outer loop, inner loop will be execute completed. Like when the minutes reach 60, it means that minute loop will be completed, then it will increase the value for 1 hour. When 60 second will be completed, then it will increase 1 minute. So when this loop will be increases, when this loop will be finished, then it will be increase the value of j. Now second time when this loop will be executed, j value still remains 1. Watch here, j value still remains 1, and the value of I is 3 now. Now it will increase again the value of I. Now value of I becomes 4. 4 is less than or equal to 4. Condition again true. Then what happened? Then 1, value of j is 1. Then value of I is 4. Watch here, output should like this 1, 4. Now what happened? Condition control will become over here again. The value of I becomes 5 now. 5 is less than or equal to 4. Now this condition becomes false. When this condition will be false, control automatically comes outside from this block and it will reach over here after this, and it will increase the value of j. It will increase the value of j. Now the value of j is 2. Value of j, 2 is less than 3. Condition against true, then again it will start from the first. So value of I is 2. Now watch here, when it will display its output should like this, 2 is equal to 2. Now this loop will be continued until both loop will be false and it will reach at the end of the program. Watch here, I gave you the example of digital watch. When 60 seconds completed, it will increase 1 minute. When again 60 second will be completed, then 2 minutes. Then again 60 second complete, then 3 minutes. When 60 minutes complete, then it will increase how many hours? 1 hour. Then when again 60 minutes complete, so it will increase 2 hours. So this is the best example, because in digital watch we use the 3 nested loop. Over here we use 2 nested loop for the better understanding. So this one is called the nested loop. Loop within loop is called nested. Next question. Write the following code using while loop. I told you we can also use the for loop as a while loop and the while loop as a for loop. In the loop topic, I told you when we were discussing about the while loop, I told that we can use for loop as a while loop and while loop as a for loop. So both we can use better. So question is, write the following code using while loop. We have code with for loop. Watch here, for loop is given. We will convert this for loop into while loop. How can we will convert? So answer is, first this code sum is equal to 0. Okay, this one is the same. Now k is equal to 20. This initialization I brings at the top before the condition of while loop. Why? Because in while loop we only use the condition, not 3 statement like for loop. So k is less than or equal to 100. This condition I put inside the while loop over here. Now what are the statements? Same statement I will opening of. Now in the while loop we use the opening braces, sum is equal to sum plus k. Sum is equal to sum plus k. So same statement I write. Now where is this statement? At the end of while loop, at the end of this statement. Now for the increment purpose I use k is equal to k plus 2 over here. then the ending of the while loop. So cout, same statement, cout backslash n sum, and this one should be outside the block of the while statement. Cout backslash n sum. So same statement I place over the here. Now this statement is converted. This code is converted. So we have to convert this code in like a while loop. Next question. Write the following code using switch statement to produce the same output. I told you when we were studying about the if else if statement. Else if statement. So else if statement we can use, or switch statement also replace, or we can use instead of if else statement we can also use the switch statement. Now we have a code in a question like if else if statement. We will convert this one into switch statement. So what is the purpose? How can we will convert this one switch statement? Watch here. If choice is equal to 1, this one equality operator equal to 1, cout, like this one cout. So if the choice is 1, it will display like this message. We are not concerned about the program. We are concerned about to convert this one code. If choice is equal to 2, then it will produce this message and perform this. If else, if the choice is average is equal to, so we will convert this one into switch statement. How can we convert? Watch here. Over here in the switch statement we cannot use the relational operator. So switch choice. Whenever we convert the same block of code, so how can we solve? So over here I place the choice. Now case 1. If the choice is 1, watch here, over here choice is equal to 1, so I place the case 1, make the case full colon cout backslash n x plus y. So this statement is depending on the if the choice is equal to 1, then this will be executed. Break. Now when the case will be 2 means choice, if the value of choice is 2, then what happened? 2 is equal to 2, this statement, block of statement will be executed and this code will be displayed. Break up. So default means else, which is placed over here, else, watch here, cout backslash n average. So this block of statement, it means that you don't need to change any statement, just convert that statement if else if statement into switch statement. So this one is the process how to convert the if else if statement into a switch statement. So cout backslash same statement and closing of the over here, watch, closing of the switch statement, we already performed the switch statement is closed. Watch here. Write the following code using switch statement to produce the same output. If choice is equal to 1, so we have the two choices and one else block. Two choices, and when the value of choice is equal to when this condition becomes true, then this will be happen. This condition when will be true? If the value of choice is 1 and already constant, it will equalize the 1. So 1 is equal to 1, then this block of statement will be executed. Otherwise it will not execute. Control will be transferred to the else if block. If choice is equal to 2, then it will execute this block of code. Otherwise control will be transferred to the else block, and after the else block it will be executed. This will be converted into switch statement. How can we convert? Because the switch statement cannot support the relational operator inside over here, so we use the simple expression, any kind of choice. It could be a variable or any digit or any number. So we use the variable choice. Choice is equal to, if the value of choice is equal to 1, what happened then? 1 is equal to 1, so this block of code will be executed. If the break statement, then purpose of break statement is to, why I use the break statement? Purpose of break statement is to jump the control or transfer the control outside the block of the switch statement, because this condition is already true. Now if the value of choice is equal to 2, then the second case will be executed over here. it will perform the C out, X multiplied by whatever the statements are, break. Then now if the value of choice is 1, not the value of choice is 2, then what happened? Control will be automatically transferred into the default block, and this block of code will be executed, and this over here break statement, and will transfer the control outside the block of switch statement. So this is the conversion of else if else statement into switch statement. In a paper, it could be appear that you have switch statement, and they ask to convert the same block of code into if else if statement. So reverse of this question, you can say that, so it is possible they will give you the switch statement, and they will ask convert this one into if else if statement. So I told you very before, this could be happen there with the practice. When you have the practice, you can do these kind of question very easily. When you don't have the practice, so it means that you can skip any semicolon, any kind of statement you can skip. If one statement will be skipped, it means program will be not execute, and your question will be wrong. So practice makes a man perfect. So do the practice in C++ language. It will be very helpful if you remain your career in the IT field. So this one will be very helpful for you for the coming study. Now today, I think today is enough. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the next topic. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me. Pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.